Welcome to The Explainer, where we break down big ideas from compelling sources. Today, we're jumping into a central theme from the Bhagavad Gita, how to navigate the battlefield of life with real wisdom and a sense of purpose.
It's a feeling we all know, right? This timeless human struggle. The Bhagavad Gita dives right into this very problem. How do you act in the world? How do you do things without being emotionally handcuffed to the results? The Gita offers a really powerful way to think about this, and it all starts with understanding the ideal state of being.
So, how do we actually find this freedom? Well, the source begins by painting a picture for us. It describes a person who has truly managed to break the chains of their actions, or what's known as karma.
This person is called a Jivan Mukta. Just imagine being content no matter what happens. You're not ecstatic with every success, and you're not crushed by every failure. This person literally transcends that emotional roller coaster that so many of us are on every single day. They're living in this state of deep inner peace.
Now, this is the crucial point. This isn't about becoming passive or just checking out of life. Nope. The Jivan Mukta is fully engaged. They are doing things, but they've completely changed their relationship to those actions. They just don't get caught in that sticky web of consequences. So, how is that even possible?
To answer that question, the Gita introduces a really foundational concept, one that completely reframes how we think about action. It's the idea of action as an offering, or in Sanskrit, yajna.
And this is the absolute key. When your actions are done not for what you can get out of them, but as a selfless offering, their karmic reactions are basically nullified. They just dissolve. They don't stick to you, they don't create future baggage.
The source describes this incredibly profound mindset where every single part of an action, the person doing it, the act itself, the goal, it's all seen as part of a single unified reality. And when you have that vision, even the most mundane daily tasks can become these acts of deep spiritual significance. But okay, what does sacrifice or offering really mean in this context? Because it's definitely not just about ancient fire rituals. The text broadens this definition to include a whole range of modern, really relatable practices.
As you can see here, yajna covers a huge spectrum of life. It can be something external, like offering your wealth through charity, or it can be deeply internal, like offering your own self-discipline, offering your breath through practices like pranayama, or offering your focus through dedicated study.
Now, what's really fascinating about this is how it presents two totally different, almost opposite-sounding approaches. One path is all about restraint, pulling your senses back from the world, but the other path is about mindful engagement, interacting with the world, but without attachment, and transforming that very experience into an offering.
And this right here is the unified goal. It doesn't matter which path a person takes, charity, discipline, breathwork, sense control, the purpose is exactly the same, to purify the mind and get rid of those deep-seated karmic impurities that keep us all feeling so bound. So after laying out all of these really powerful methods of action, the text makes this dramatic, pivotal turn. It singles out one single practice as being above all the others.
Yeah, after exploring all these different ways to act, the Gita elevates one path and calls it the ultimate.
And there you have it. The source states, with zero ambiguity, that the sacrifice of knowledge is better than any other offering you can make. And why is that? Because all the other paths, all the other actions, are ultimately meant to lead you to wisdom. Knowledge isn't just one path among many. It's the final destination of all paths.
So what is it that makes knowledge so uniquely powerful? Why is it the ultimate tool for liberation?
Well, the source uses two absolutely brilliant metaphors to explain its transformative power.
First, knowledge is described as a raft. Just think about that imagery for a second. No matter how huge the ocean of your past mistakes or regrets is, this raft is strong enough to carry you safely all the way across to the other shore. It's just a profound message of hope.
And this second metaphor brilliantly illustrates an even more potent quality. Knowledge is a fire. It doesn't just cover up your past actions or your karma, it completely incinerates them. It turns them to ash so they have no power over you anymore.
The text doesn't just praise knowledge and leave it at that. It gives a clear, practical, three-step method for how to get it. It requires humility, a real desire to learn that you show through sincere questions, and selfless service. It's a path of true dedication.
So, now armed with this profound understanding of action, sacrifice, and the supreme power of knowledge, Krishna delivers his final, powerful command to his student, Arjuna, who, remember, is standing frozen on a battlefield. He tells him to take this wisdom, this sword of knowledge, and use it, not to retreat from the world, but to cut right through the doubt and the paralysis that's in his own heart. The whole point of this knowledge is to empower action, not to escape from it. It's a direct command to stand up and engage.
And yet, even after this incredible teaching, Arjuna is left with one critical, lingering question. He's heard about renouncing action, and he's heard about performing action, and he is still confused. He basically asks, okay, that's all great, but just tell me straight, which one of these is actually better? And this very human question, it reveals the core tension we all face. And it perfectly sets the stage for the next, even deeper layer of teaching. What is the true nature of freedom?